It happens under Republicans, it happens under Democrats, it happens in red states, it happens in blue states. But the other part of this is an attempt to make this about Somalis in general, as opposed to just about the people who are responsible. J.D. Vance, what's happening in Minnesota is a microcosm of the immigration fraud in our system. Politicians like it because they get power. Welfare cheats like it because they get rich. But it's a zero-sum game. They're stealing both money and political power from Minnesotans. Lauren Boebert says the fraud should produce mass deportations. It should be a given. At this point, denaturalization should be fully on the table. Anyone who's afraid to say that is fully on board with the wholesale raping and pillaging of our taxpayer funds at the hands of people who hate our country. It's not really about the fraud.
Abby, this is about criminality, not about nationality. And that's the part that gets me upset about the way that the Republican side is going after this, is that we're focusing on people because of what they look like or where they come from, not based on the actions that they took. Now, there's a place where we might agree. Democrats have got to get their act together about going after fraud with the same level of strength and vitality about what's wrong and happening inside of government. Now, there are people who are doing it at some level, but we've got to have a level of anger about this, because this is public money. And if we are the party that's supposed to be stewarding public money and making sure that it's working well, we have to show the American people that we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure their tax dollars are spent well. So when we go and we tax these billionaires and we get that other 5% out of them, we're going to spend that money well to make sure our kids have a chance to have the best schools and get the best start in life.
California's going to spend the money well. Good luck, Jamal. I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath.
Facts do matter in this too. This is absolutely an attack on the Somali community and on immigrants writ large, right? To further say negative things. And the vast majority of the Somali residents of Minnesota are citizens. They're not new immigrants. So this is just a further example of the Trump White House doing everything they can to vilify immigrants.
So
a majority,
hold on.
I would prefer they don't. I would prefer the president not call American citizens garbage.
A majority are native-born Americans.
Yes.
To your point. So, look, I mean, everyone should want accountability here. And there has not been enough, probably. But I also think that there's not honesty happening here. You want to get rid of Tim Walz, that's totally above board, right? Like, this is politics. You can run a campaign against someone. But why make Somali people the center of the argument as opposed to what went wrong here, what actually went wrong here?